whippersnappers, it's Tortoise the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft on the Farside server. We are out at the fortress here today, and I'm trying to get this sheep. I mentioned about this pink sheep. It's a naturally pink sheep. It's been hanging out here since the train got generated. And so I decided, I've seen it pop in and out of the woods and stuff. It's been around for a very, very long time. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to grab this little guy and we're going to take him over here and put him in the fortress, and then we'll just have him be our little sheep mascot for out here in the wilderness. We'll let Fluffy hang out in the luxurious hobbit hole, and this will be Fluffernutter. We're going to call this one Fluffernutter. So let's come on in here. We'll bring Fluffernutter in here, and he can hang out over here with our dog friend. Let me, I'm just now remembering I don't have a fence on me, but we'll just let him wander for a moment. Let me grab a fence real quick. I believe we're gonna have to play with this because let's get those off my bar for a second. Okay, I think I've got some wood out here. Yeah, we've got oak. Got some sticks. Alright. Let's make a spruce one just because. So, I believe that now you can make colored fences. Alright, actually I think I did this wrong. Well, no, I can still do it. Okay, so I think this is the new recipe for fences. Yes. And it gives you 3 now, because it takes way more wood to do. Was it always? I think it used to be 2. All right, but we get 3 fences from that. So very cool. So now this is a spruce fence, as opposed to let's craft a regular one here real quick. All right, so this and that, and then this. So this is in the newest version of the newest snapshot. Oh, I was like, what is that pink thing? It's a pig. So now you've got doors, and I probably don't even need to tether this thing. It'll probably just stick around in here. But there's enough places where it can get out that I'm gonna go ahead and tether it. So let's grab this. Come here, Fluffernutter. You hang out right there. You and the dog. All right. So yeah, in the new snapshot, you've got spruce fence, but you've got fence for all the different woods. So obviously this is the oak fence, this is the old, and then you know all the different wood types, so that's pretty sweet. I love when they just add things to make more detail, so I may mess around with some of my builds. They've also got, yeah, so like, you can also, I believe it's this snapshot where you can do doors as well. Let's try that real quick. Alright, so there's different kinds of doors for each type too. Yeah, okay, so spruce door. Alright, let's go switch this out. I think this will look good on the fishing hut, because we don't have any oak wood in the fishing hut except for the door here. So let's try, well, I guess we've got oak on the dock, so it really doesn't look too bad, but let's try this out just for fun. I really like the look. It's not just like a different colored door for the doors either. It's a totally different kind of door. So see, this looks like a heavy door with like an iron ring, like an old tavern door or something. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I can dig it. Good enough for now. We'll say that's good. Let's also jump up here. Sorry, this is the first time I've really played around with the snapshot stuff. I've been so busy doing Decimon, my Pixelmon server, because I'm just starting out there, and I really like Pixelmon. I've been doing that. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. All right, that I haven't really gotten on Farside. Really haven't gotten on since we recorded last week. But yeah, so let's throw this stuff in here. Okay, 22 oak doors. Good lord. Spruce wood. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. I think. Is that what I'm doing? Let's take a quick look. We've got some birch here. Yeah, let's take a quick look at a birch door. Forget what the birch door looks like. Oh, birch doors. Oh, that's right. It's kind of the Asian-y. It's got like a, I don't know, kind of like a paper window sort of deal on it. And they're, well, maybe they're not thicker. It looked like it was thicker. Let me, I put my oak doors away. But yeah, so that's cool. So new doors, new fences. I believe that's, well, the beacons, you can change the color of the beacons, but that's not really something I'm super like excited about. But these other things will definitely be great for building, for sure. Lots of things that we can do with this now, which will be very cool. I broke it and it turned into a wooden door as opposed to back into a birch door. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. I don't need this or this in my wood chest. Alright, okay, so what we want... Sorry, I'm all over the place. So we've got Fluffernutter. I still don't need those things in here. This can go in my tools chest. And that other stuff... Let's put this stuff away. Alright. Alrighty. So, now what we really need is we need different wood-colored pressure plates so I can hide my pressure plates on my different colored wood floors. What we're doing today, last time, you guys may notice over here, and well, it had been on my bar. In fact, let me go away, I don't need either of you. So last week we worked with banners, which was another newer feature, and so we came up with this banner. I'm really happy with it, you guys. This was the last one we came up with, I think. And it wasn't my favorite at the time, but then someone in the comments said, you know, they really liked the third one there. And this was the third one. And I went back and I was looking at them and I was like, you know what, you're really right. This one really screams Tortimer to me. You've got the orange background with the turtle here in the middle. You've got the little head and the tail and the legs and then the brown shell. I think it just really works for me. And I liked kind of the tribal shell of the flag before I put the brown dot on there. But this is going to help separate. I think this works really nicely, and I think it's going to help separate from all the other Oxide Daisy banners that you'll see, because there's a pretty common pattern that I've seen people use on their things. I haven't really seen any banners around Farside yet, but so I think that'll look good. It'll set us apart, and it definitely looks turtley there now with the shell. So. Very, very excited about that. Thank you guys for the feedback on that one. And so today, I want to get in here and just start working on some of our intersections here with the fortress. Because I'm kind of working along here. Let me show you guys what we've got going on. I feel like we've got some lag, because I feel like I should have taken damage there on that fall. Maybe not. Alright, so I've been working, getting the top figured out. So I figured out how I'm finishing up the top. I've got this railing of iron bars here, which I wasn't planning on using iron bars in this build. I was only using that over here because it's the iron golem farm. But I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with the top of this thing, and that ended up being the best option. So let me get up here real quick and I'll kind of show you what we're doing. Oh, that's a failure. Okay, let's try. Hey, it worked. Perfect. So what we're doing is I'm kind of going around all the edges and putting in the railing, and then what we'll do is don't have any slabs on me, but so like to cover everything up smoothly, and so like I can look out of this. I think just another half slab here up is where we're going to be putting the floor. I think that's what my plan was. Yeah, we'll be putting in a floor up here. The towers in the corner, I've almost got these finished designs, so I'll be putting these in soon. We'll reach up, so they'll come up to this level, and you'll be like a staircase in here. You come up through the towers, and then they'll go up another level to really kind of distinguish them. And then up here, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with up here. I'm thinking maybe some sort of marketplace or something of some sort. I'm not really sure what to do with all this space yet, but we'll figure it out. Maybe some more stuff I need for the fortress if I can't get everything into this level here. But for today, let's eat some chicken first off. And I want to get going on kind of the storage room area, and so I want your guys' opinion. My goal is, I gotta figure, I haven't really sat down and figured out exactly how many chests I'm gonna need, because I've got the hobbit hole storage, and I'm not necessarily gonna like completely empty the hobbit hole of all of its storage. Yes, okay, I did keep this. Let's turn all of this into wood. Let's turn all of this into chests, which obviously is an overwhelming number of chests, but we'll just get started with it. Kind of figure out what we want to do with it. I've just set up, like, this is going to be my smelting quadrant, and so I've kind of just set this up for now because I needed to smelt up some more. I got a bunch of cobble from spawn, well, from my spawn house in the shop and everything, because I was pretty much out of smooth stone, and I need a ton more smooth stone still for this build. So I set this up just with a single furnace here. And it had been broken. The lava buckets hadn't been filtering out, but I just did a stack of glass to test if it was working again, and it is. So this is cool. I'm gonna have Cluster come over at some point. Hopefully I can get him on here soon. Both of us have been kind of inactive on Farside lately, but I want him to come over, and because I don't have a ton of space here, really I've got because like this is where this side starts, so I've got, you know, from this point, including this block, you know, up to, you know, this red block. I mean, it's a pretty small little space, but I want to get an auto furnace in here that's pretty easy to use without having to really like go back into the guts and get it set up. So I'm gonna have Cluster kind of figure that out for me, because the one I built back in like 1.6, 1.7, I don't really remember what time frame it was in, but it was huge. So I'm gonna have Cluster help me out with that. But the yellow side is, because these chests are kind of yellowy, is gonna be my storage room. And so I've got like the design of this place is kind of set up to the point where like in like you come into a section, you come into a quadrant here, you're gonna always have chests on either side here, and so just because like, you know, I'm gonna have this storage room, but to keep things, you know, the way I wanted them design wise, so even like over in the blue section where it's gonna be, you know, this is gonna be enchanting and brewing and stuff, there's still gonna be some chests here, and that'll have enchanting and brewing stuff, so that like I don't need to necessarily do what I kind of had started laying out here, because like I gotta figure out how I want to lay out my storage room here. It's either gotta be like this, or it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be like this, all right, and go across. And so this will obviously be much fewer chests. I mean, obviously it'll be half as many chests is what it'll be. And so, but with like this, I guess I could make this work. Yeah, I could probably make this work with those sticking out that far back, because I've kind of got this, sequestered that wall there, so that I can probably still put this section in without that interfering. But I just don't know if I need that many chests. At least not in like my main storage room. I can maybe put some underground storage if I've got like tons of cobble or something. But I've also got the shop and everything for that kind of stuff. So I'm not super worried about it, and especially since I'm gonna have like quadrant specific storage in each quadrant, so all of my food and, you know, fuel and stuff will be over in the furnace section, just kind of like in my kitchen at the Hobbit Hole had its own storage. and then this will just be the rest of stuff, blocks and all this other stuff. But yeah, so I think let's see. I've kind of, this is kind of the look I'm going for here. It pretty much mirrors what we've got in here, except for, you know, usable space in the middle. So let's put these chests in. All right. So see, that's pretty much. I think that looks good. It's got some lighting underneath it to add some lighting to the room, although we don't really need it because we've got lamps every place in the world. We've got so many lamps in this place. But it just kind of lights up the chests and stuff too as they're recessed. Let's grab some cobble stairs and some other stuff here and see what we can do. Fluffernutter and Lupus are doing good. Alright. Alright, so let's put this away for now. Let me get some... Oop, not that chest. This is my cobble chest. I only got 20 stairs. Let's make more of those. Yeah, definitely. We'll make more of these. Beautiful. Alright, so almost a stack. That works. And then, do we have more? We've got to have more yellow clay. Yep. And then we've got glowstone here. And... we'll probably need more than this, but no, yes, that's what I want. Stone brick. All right. So I think, unless you guys have objections, I think I'm going to go with the horizontal way, the way that I've got it kind of in there now, you know, like this. I know it's half as many chests, but honestly, I think it's going to end up being better in the long run. Because I don't need this many. I don't think I'm gonna need twice as many chests as I've got here, and I almost would rather not have a ton of like empty chests just hanging out. I think that would look, you know, bad. I'd rather have like underground storage or something else. So we're gonna put in stairs here. Beautiful. Let's put them in up top too. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, and I'll certainly take that into consideration. But for right now, we'll get it set up to where we'll be using it like this. Okay, so what do I have slabs back here on top? What am I using there? Yeah, okay, so just cobble slabs. I'll have to grab some of those too. Alright, I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna get this side and this side set up, and I'm probably gonna get a bunch more wood to make some chests. And then we will come back when I've got all that stuff in, and you guys can kind of see how it's gonna look. So yeah, I will bring you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, here we go. Got this all set up for us here. So this is basically what we're looking at. Pretty much just an extended version of this. We'll have 8 chests, well we'll have, what, 10 double chests on this side, and then we'll have another 10 double chests on this side. This is pretty much what it looked like here. Put those in like we did over there. Got the glowstone, and then the cobble, or the stone brick backing, just kind of keeping with the theme. You had the cobble, and then the stone brick, and then the cobble. Cobble slabs up here, and then let's get the chests in here. We had to make a number of trapped chests, which I think we've got enough. Should. Yeah. And so we'll have, what, total of 20 over in the storage section alone. So I think that's going to be plenty, because we'll have, and that's 20 double chests again, obviously. I probably will be getting some item frames and stuff for it back here, just so I know what I'm doing. But so we've got 20 there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So what, 32 double chests total? I think that's probably going to be more than enough for what we're going to be looking to do. And so I'm going to try and keep these chests as relevant as possible. So, you know, if this section is going to be... this one's either going to be brewing, and then the other one will be enchanting, or flip it. It doesn't really matter. I haven't really decided yet. So this is going to be either brewing or enchanting. So these chests will be either brewing or enchanting. So this will be, you know, cooked potions, potion ingredients or something. And then this one will be, you know, probably enchanted books and stuff there. Maybe some brewing stuff here if it overflows, because I can't really think of what I need to keep in the enchanting area besides books and, I guess, lapis and stuff. But yeah, I'm planning on, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like in creative I was planning, because I don't really have any crafting tables in this build yet, so I'm planning on having some crafting tables, maybe like, I know Etho likes to do this, like hidden in the ground, so maybe like you activate, maybe there's a button, it's not a button, it's a chest, and I didn't mean to place it either way. Maybe there's something here, and how do you, I thought you could do something with, anyway. So maybe there's something right here. Sorry about that, I don't know what I was doing. So maybe there's a button here, and you press it, and it opens this up, and there's a crafting table, and you can use it, and then you close it back up or something. I don't know. I'm going to figure out how to get him in here without just, like, unceremoniously throwing him somewhere. If I've got to hide him in the floor or somewhere else, I'll do that. Otherwise, yeah, I can probably find somewhere for it. I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to work into an area. But yeah, so we'll probably have, you know, some crafting benches by the enchanting area, and by the chest area. I don't know. I don't know where those would best work. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to do today. I really wanted to get going on the fortress. We're pretty much enclosed at this point in the hallways, at least. Well, I think I've got the roof on everywhere. So basically, it's just these towers which are still wide open, and I've got those pretty much designed at this point, I think. So I'll be able to start getting those in and kind of closing this thing up, and then I can probably let Fluffy just wander inside here, because it should be safe. This is going to be such that even if something gets on top, it can't jump over. At least mob-wise, they'll be stuck up there. I mean, if a player comes through, obviously they can figure it out. But this whole thing should be safe eventually. I did run into a zombie at one point. He didn't come after me, but I saw him. He was standing. Well, he was over there, but he was standing like right here. So I'm not sure where he spawned, because obviously I've got lights right here. And well, it's daytime, so I can't even really check right now. But so I've still got to figure out some ways to make this mob-proof and all that. But I think we're kind of getting the look here now as we come in here, and you've got, you know, you can't see the sky through these anymore. It's becoming more of a building, and so I think that's cool. We're getting kind of the dank, you know, fortress, dark and everything. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about how this is going to turn out. I hope you guys are too. But yeah, so we're coming along here, and I probably won't do all these sections on camera. Like I said, I'm going to have Cluster kind of figure out the furnace thing for me. That or Yeti, because Cluster and I have both been AFK for a while, and I've been AFK because I've been playing Pixelmon instead of other games. And I've got, you know, the Hexaplock now up and the Little Lock, and oh man, it took me so long to grind for this last week's Little Lock episode took forever. So that took up a lot of my gaming time, and I'm really still excited about this server and this build. The server in general has been pretty inactive. I'm still wearing my Pixelmon skin. Rasmus had been on earlier, so that was cool. Haven't seen Raz in a while. And all these new snapshot things, you know, banners, and just, you know, I think it's cool and why they continue to update this game, because they could just say, okay, we're done with this game. Well, they've put out a couple other games since this came out. I don't think any of them were anywhere near as successful as this, but they put out other games, and they could have just said, okay, Minecraft is its own entity now, you guys have fun, and let modders do it, but they continue to add things to vanilla, and you know, even just little things like, oh, you get new doors. Like, it's kind of the stupidest thing in the world, but I'm so excited about it. Like, oh my god, there's new doors, and all of that. So pretty excited about what's going on. They've added a ton in 1.8. I still want vertical slabs. Please, Mojang, vertical slabs and stairs and slabs of like all these other blocks that we don't have stairs and slabs of. That's all I want. Just all this other stuff is amazing, but please just vertical slabs. And seriously, just slabs of you know, other slabs and stairs of all this other stuff, so I can actually, like, because you know, this is nothing but an accent block to me for the most part, because I can't you know, use it for this other kind of stuff. And so it'd be nice if we could. It'd be really nice if we could. But yeah, so anyway, still excited about this. Gonna keep updating, even if I kind of have to like force myself to do it. I'm sorry if some of the last couple of weeks' episodes haven't been super exciting, in the sense that I haven't had a chance to do a ton of planning for them, so it's been kind of like, oh, well, we'll do this storage room, or we're gonna come up with a banner, and things like that. You know, I think that, you know, I think they've been relatively entertaining so far, or at least as entertaining as my other episodes tend to be. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys anyway so much for watching. I don't want this to be a super long episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to throw, I've got some banners over here on my portal. I'm going to throw some, you know, in other places too. Well, hey there, Mr. Enderman, sir. Where'd you come from? That scared the crap out of me. So I don't know, maybe like here? I don't know, does that look good? Let's take a quick look. No, it's not great, but I think it's partially just because like this is such a huge build that like they just kind of, they look weird. But I'll figure out some place to use these. Because I definitely want to get them on my builds and things to kind of denote this is me, and I don't think anyone else is really putting up banners yet. So maybe if they start seeing my banner around, they'll come up with their own, which I think will be cool to see people doing that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We've got some fun projects going on out here still. Some things I'll probably end up doing off camera. I've got to put in some roads. I think of, well, no, I still have to figure out what I'm doing with my roads. Get those in. And I've got to do some terraforming here, figure out how I want it, because I don't want this to just be floating here. And I don't know that I want to necessarily just have like support here to hold it up. I think I am going to build like the hill and kind of create a tunnel through it out this way. But these are the kinds of things I'm going to work on off camera, and I don't think they'll probably get done before next episode, because I probably won't be doing a ton on here between now and next episode. But yeah, lots of cool on-camera projects coming up. We've got our farms that we've got to do, both animal and crops, and all kinds of other fun stuff. And now we've got new detail blocks with the different colored fences and everything, so very exciting times. But yeah, anyway, leave those comments, likes, and subscriptions. As always, I've been Tortoise, and you guys have been great, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.